Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about ancient rock walls. Why, you ask? Stick around, you're in for an adventure.
Our journey started with a property that looked more like a jungle than a garden. Thick vegetation hid the history beneath it. As we cleared the land, we discovered old stone walls built by farmers centuries ago. These carefully built walls formed terraces, making it possible to grow olive and fruit trees on the steep hillside. Using ancient methods, these farmers shaped the land to keep it productive and sustainable. Our steep land holds the terraces and gives us stunning sea views, a daily reminder of the beauty all around us. In preserving this land, we also created fire breaks, which were crucial for protecting the property from wildfires.
Ciao, benvenuti, and welcome back to our channel, Move to Italy Now. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about something that's really, really special, in my opinion, and that is the terrain, the terreno that this structure and these structures are built on. I love that it is built on solid rock. And here's an example of one of the big stones that are just kind of coming up and protecting and stabilizing the terrain. I love the fact that we have this, not to mention the moss. So what happens is that the Italians or the Sicilians, I should say, had a very steep incline. And they had to figure out a way to be able to climb this incline and make their work a little easier. So what they did was they built these stone walls, and in certain areas, they built these stone steps in order to be able to come up and manage their trees. Now, this particular area here was an old olive grove. We ended up clearing a lot of the olives in this particular area. What we will do in the future remains to be seen, but as for now, we have this clear landscape, and it's a joy to be among this particular type of serene environment here in Sicily.
So, Gia mentioned something about these walls, how they were holding up the various terraces. This was an olive grove. Years ago, this family maintained over 1,000 olive trees. In fact, they had their own brand called Medaglia d'Oro, which is gold medal, and it was a very particolare. It was a very, very good olive oil. I'll leave it at that. So everything had to be terraced because the grade, I'm thinking pendenza, the grade of this hill is equal to a double diamond ski slope. As a matter of fact, parts of this could even be equal to beyond that, like avalanche area. It's very, very steep. So how are they going to use this land? It had to be terraced. Now, going back, way back in history to Greek times, now we're talking 400 to 500 years BC. This method of wall building is called muri a secco, which is dry walls. It wasn't until the Romans introduced mortar that they were starting to mortar stones and things together for walls, be it for a structure or just for a retaining wall like these. These walls, it was a jungle here when we found this place 4 years ago. It was an abandoned property. But we uncovered, once we started clearing away the brush and the bushes and the trees that were dead, we uncovered, I would say, miles, if not at least kilometers, of these walls. So back to this muri a secco. It's dry stones placed together. Now, the advantages are twofold. Number one, because there's no mortar in it, water and moisture can pass through. And this way, the hillside behind the wall doesn't swell up when it gets wet, but in fact, it can drain. So that's good, because if it swells up when it gets wet, obviously the wall will collapse in time. These walls are centuries old. So this method worked really well. Now, another thing is the fact that because there's no mortar, they're fit tight, but loosely enough that if there's an earthquake, that they can move and they can slip, and there's no damage. That's why these walls have stood for centuries. Now, the challenge to all of this is very clear. Because things are fit so tightly, you've got to find stones that work, that work closely together, that are fit together. Otherwise, you're going to be chiseling them to make them fit. It was a lot of work. Now imagine, centuries ago, these old Sicilians, early Sicilians, on these steep hillsides, moving these extremely heavy stones, and they didn't have excavators, steam shovels, bobcats, none of that. What they had was a mule and their bare hands. And somehow they use this ingenious method to build these walls with their bare hands. And they've lasted for centuries. So I don't know about you, but I'm in awe of that. And it's pretty exciting, isn't it? Now, this wall here is not one of the ancient walls. However, the stones are. Now, how do we know that this is not one of the old walls? Well, simply because they are chiseled out squared stones. Back in the early 70s, when they tore down the ancient house, the little 3-room villa house where they later built the villa in 71, they took the stones from the old house and built this wall here along the road leading up to the villa. So that, I think, is pretty interesting, because you can see the dating of these walls by the fact that they're a different shape. Well, interestingly enough, shortly after we got here, we found one wall that was actually starting to collapse. And it was the new wall that was erected in 1971 or early 70s. So we found an old Sicilian from up in the mountains. And I don't mean to speak demeaningly of him. In fact, he's an old Sicilian from up in the mountains, but he really was old school. He spoke a dialect of Sicilian that even the Sicilians didn't understand. Now, here you see in the picture, he's strong as a bull, and he's working on these heavy stones. He's got a helper who's about half his age, and he's stronger than him. So he was constructing these walls in the old method that it would have been done centuries ago. Well, I thought I'd take you up to my winter garden. Now, I must confess, it's not much because I'm no expert. When we said initially we wanted to set out and live a holistic lifestyle and be organic gardeners, yes, absolutely. And I've dabbled with gardening all my life, but I am no expert. And here is a special personal appeal to you organic gardening experts out there. Please, if you have tips for me, I would like to hear. Please comment, and I'd like to know what you suggest. But at any rate, this is what we've got for the winter garden this year. Here, this is something that's it's a mustard green. They call it cima di rape. Here in southern Italy, we just have some different salad, and this here is cicoria, which we will do in another video. I think you'll be very, very surprised what cicoria is, but it's absolutely delicious. And here we have more cicoria. These are the things that grow well in the wintertime. And here's our little florets of broccoli. Here. Then over here we have potatoes. Back in here we have more broccoli and cicoria. If you'd like to know, you can certainly comment me on that. But again, I'm looking for suggestions. Another couple types of salad. They don't say lettuce, letuga as much. They say here just insalata. In here we've planted sweet peas, have yet to come up, and in this bed garlic. But you can see that the garlic's already popping up here, so that's reassuring. But hey, you know what? I may be no expert, but how about that view, huh? Here behind me, I've got this concrete wall that when we got here, it was collapsing. It's about 15 feet tall, and it needed to be rebuilt completely. See, as you see from the photos, it was quite an operation, took a lot of heavy equipment, a good crew, and it is now a very strong steel reinforced concrete wall. That includes up behind the villa as well. We had to reinforce all of that. But see, these are the walls that are collapsing, the concrete ones. The ancient ones seem to last. Well, so we've looked at new walls in concrete, 50-year-old walls in rock, ancient walls that are at least centuries old, if not millennia. But there's one more. It's what we're calling our mystery wall. And as you'll see here in this photo, we sent the drone up and we discovered a wall that is almost entirely covered with foliage. And we know that the Romans were very active on this north coast of Sicily. So at some point, we'll get down there and do a little discovery. But that's a little bit more of an adventure than I'm up to at the moment.
If you like this video, please be sure to share it with your loved ones or your friends, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video.
See you next time.
Ciao.